My name's David Warren, I'm the Detective Chief Inspector of the Greater Manchester Police's Major Incident Team.
Alright, can you talk us through exactly what happened then in this case?
Yes, what actually happened is that on Saturday the 3rd of April this year, the police received a 999 call to attend 8 Down Lane Close at Cheetham Hill. That telephone call had been made by an individual called John Maden. He reported to the police that he was responsible for the murder of his niece. That led to the police attending that property, where they went inside and they discovered the body of Tia Rigg, a 12-year-old child who'd been tied up, sexually assaulted and murdered at that address. John Maden was waiting for police on his arrival. He had a suit on and he basically surrendered himself to the police. He came into custody and was interviewed in relation to Tia's death. Subsequent to that, the examinations revealed that John Maden, from interrogating his mobile phone and his laptop computer, found a number of images dating back the previous year where he'd been looking at paedophilia material in relation to children. He'd also downloaded material in relation to the torture and murder of young children. It would appear that John Maden had then gone on to carry out the site which mirrored how Tia was killed. So that has led then obviously to the court proceedings today, where the judge has passed a life sentence imprisonment.
Now, I imagine for officers, and obviously any murder will be difficult to deal with, but specifically this one as well, dealing with a child as well. I can't even imagine what that was like.
Yeah, it's been awful for the officers involved. Very difficult. I attended the scene on the day. I was there within half an hour of the phone call coming in. I went into the address and found Tia upstairs. It was an absolutely awful sight, and then to come downstairs afterwards then I was found with Tia's mother who attended the scene, and she started asking questions of me as to where Tia was, and wanted answers, and then eventually when the news was broken to her, you can imagine how it was received, and it's been very impactful on myself and officers who got to work on the case, very traumatic, but we've worked through it, we've supported the family, and we've got some justice for the family today.
And what kind of man was John Maden then?
Well, John Maden presented himself as a stable individual. Had been married, he had his own daughter. He'd lived and worked in the Cheetham Hill area for virtually all his life. But clearly, while he was presenting that, he was researching on the internet in relation to paedophilia images and how to murder young children. He was a clearly evil man. Very, very betrayed the family. The family's betrust, and certainly Tia's trust that she had in him.
Did he show any remorse at any point?
Just speak up a little bit louder. I'm just a bit concerned about background noise. Thank you.
Sorry, did he show any remorse?
He hasn't showed any remorse to us. When we spoke to him at the police station, he refused to account for what he'd done, despite the fact that he himself had dialed 999, and he hasn't had any contact with the family, or certainly showed no remorse that I'm aware of.
And how are the family now then?
You can imagine they're absolutely devastated by what's happened. It's been very, very difficult for them. They've never forgotten Tia, and working through from the first time that I met them and working all the way through to this stage, it's been very, very difficult for the family. And I'm sure it's they'll never forget Tia and never forget what's happened.
It must be very difficult for them to deal with that, obviously having another family member involved in this as well.
Well, yeah, it's a complete betrayal what John Maden had done. He was the uncle of Tia, he was the brother of the mother of Tia and others, granddaughter, his own mother, he's completely betrayed the family,
What is your reaction to the sentence?
The sentence, I think it was the only sentence, that could have been passed really, and I'd like to, the judge has passed, commented and supported the family after sentence, and I think, I've been very, very supportive to the family in this case.
And have you ever seen anything so depraved in your career?
No, not at all. Thankfully it's a very rare thing that's occurred, and not something that you want to be dealing with frequently.
Is there any reason to believe that he may have done this before, that there may be other victims that need to come forward?
No, not that we're aware of at all. There's no suggestion that has occurred at all. It appears to be a one-off, very unique, extremely rare, thankfully, event.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.